Hey everyone, this video is going to be a review of the TheraBand resistance band set. It is non-latex. It's an elastic band for upper and lower body exercises. This is how seriously, I'm not kidding, this is how it arrived in the envelope. The boxes are all caved in, and what can I say? Comes in two different sets. The first set is, which one is this? Okay, so this has got the green, yellow, and red. The yellow is, when it's elongated 100%, it's equivalent to 3 pounds of resistance. When it's elongated 200%, it's equivalent to 4.3 pounds. The green one, the red one is the next one. 100% elongation is 3.7 pounds. 5.5 pounds for 200% elongation, and the last one is the green one, 4.6 pounds for 100% elongation, 6.7 for 200% elongation. And here, in this nicely packaged set, unbelievable. They put it in an envelope, and wow, this is some heavy-duty stuff. It's really folded up. Okay, so we've got the other set. I think it might have some exercises, I don't know. All right, so in the other set, we have the blue. The blue is 5.8 pounds at 100% elongation, 8.6 at 200% elongation. The next one is black, 7.3 pounds at 100% elongation, 10.2 pounds at 200% elongation. And the third one, so I don't have to say elongation anymore, is 10.2 pounds at 100% and 15.3 at 200%. They make a gold one that is not in this package. You have to buy it separately. It's the heavy-duty one. At 100% elongation, it's 14.2 pounds. At 200%, it's 21.3 pounds. So it's a huge jump. Now, anybody who lives on Earth knows about TheraBand. It's the band that you get when you hurt yourself and you go into a physical therapist. They all use TheraBand, and TheraBand also sells this in a roll to the physical therapist, probably like a 25-foot roll, a 50-foot roll. Doesn't usually have the name on there, but this is what you use when you need rehab. So why did I buy these things? It's not like I really need something like this. I could use weights. I was using weights. I have my shoulders are tight all the time. My neck is tight all the time. And I don't go up I've got the weight set up in the loft. I just don't go up in the loft. I'm usually sitting at home downstairs. Maybe I'm watching TV. Maybe I'm on the floor with the dog. A lot of time on the sofa or the bed or the floor. And I thought, I need something that I can use for exercise or strengthening while I am doing nothing. Maybe if I'm watching TV, I need something that I can at least do something productive with. And I thought, these are perfect. Now, okay, so when you look at a set like this, if you're a macho guy, you don't want to deal with this. You got to deal with the big weights because you're a macho guy. But if you're a realistic person, you say, I want something that is easy to do, that I can do often. And my neck is tight all the time. My shoulders are tight. When I use weights, I am in major pain because the muscles tighten up and they spasm. So I thought, let me get this. Well, I take it out of the package, and I go and I try all three of them. And what is my favorite one? My favorite one is this wimpy little yellow one. Well, they have another one that is like a tan one. I'm looking on the chart now. The tan one is 2.4 pounds at 100% elongation, and 3.4 at 200%. So, you know, the yellow is just the perfect one. It solves all your problems. Okay, so kind of attached over there, we'll separate it. Kind of attached over here, we'll separate it. And I'm just gonna include both of these sets in the review. So I'm gonna show you a couple things that you can do. I never put my face on the video, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this so I can show you. As far as this, I get a good workout out of this thing. I lay down on the floor, and I start wrapping this around my feet, and I do stretching of the leg muscles, and working the knees, and I working the hip flexors, and I do things with my neck and my shoulders, and next thing you know, 2 hours have passed by. 2 hours. It's unbelievable. And you don't even need instructions. You don't need to watch a video. You don't need any of this. You just figure out, just look at weights and how would you do things. How would a person using a dumbbell or a barbell exercise, and just look at your range of motion on your body and do that stuff. So I'm getting a really good workout. All the weak muscles in my neck and my shoulders that have been hurting for years because they are weak, now they're getting a mild workout with this, and the headaches are going away when I exercise. And if I stop using the TheraBand, I tighten up again and I start feeling the pain. So let me show you how this thing works. If you like my videos, I talk a lot. If you like my videos, do a thumbs up, subscribe, or like. There's a product you want me to review. If I can get a hold of that thing like I did here, more than happy to buy this thing. I just love it. Yeah, if I can get a hold of it, I'll do a video review. And if you want to help me out, because I buy this stuff, if you want to donate to my PayPal, ask, I'll give it to you, and then you can help support my YouTube channel. So let me give you an idea of how I do some of the stretches. All right, so I got this yellow thing over here. Is this fitting in the screen? Maybe I can zoom out a little bit more. I don't know if I can. No, let's zoom out. That's as far as I can zoom out. So, what can you do with this thing? I'm going to show you what you can do. You wrap the thing around your hand. One thing about these are not going to, the chances are you're not going to be able to break these. After a few years, this kind of material is going to wear out and you might need to replace it. You shouldn't, but you want to be careful and safe. So the thing with these bands where you read on the internet where people say they snap them, you can't take something, this is just like a rubber band. You can't take a rubber band and hold it and pull and pull and pull and pull. It's going to snap or tear after a while. So these things can expand to a certain point, but you can't not, I'm going to wrap this up, you just can't keep pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and expect that it's not going to break. Now if you do something like this and you do a normal stretch, that you're okay. So just don't push it. So let me give you an idea of some of the stuff you can do. You can wrap this thing around your hands, and that's why you don't even need instructions. Just figure it out on your own. Wrap this thing around your hands, do this, hold it up higher to your chest. You're working the chest. You can go backward a little bit. Oh, don't go too much. You don't want to injure your shoulders, but you can do that. Now I'm going to pop. Oh, God, I feel it already. That's why it's ridiculous. This is just like 3.5 pounds. The thing is, most of us do not work these little muscle groups. And so when we do something with 3 pounds, it hurts because those muscles are weak. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip this over my head and put it behind my back, behind my shoulders. You're going to see it come over in a minute. All right, so you can see it's behind my back. And so you can do this. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. I just feel like a fool that I can feel this so much. This is the same thing as if you were laying on a weight bench and you had two dumbbells and you were laying on the bench and you would go boom like this. That's the same thing. You lay down on the floor while you're watching TV and crank this out 20 times and you're going to go ouchie, mouchie. It hurts. So I forget what these are called. I don't know if these are flies, but it doesn't matter what they're called. You can do it in the back. You can do it in the front. You can wrap this thing up. And you can hold it at the bottom. You can hold it here, unless you're using the heavier ones. You can even put knots in here if you need to. So I'm going to hold the arm down low, and now I'm going to do that. So these are arm curls. And then if you hold it higher up, I think these are tricep presses. So just laying down on the floor, you can crank out a ton of stuff. Here's another one that I really like. What's the one that I was doing? I was wrapping it around. You put your hand over your, you put the hand, this is the tricep press. You cross your hand over by your shoulder and put a little wrap around your hand over there. And you can go down and you can do this workout motion. And you're working the biceps. And you turn it around, you're working your triceps. Whew, you can hear, I'm already feeling this. Not as bad as before. Oh boy, whew. And the other things, you can take this, I'm not going to put this down on the floor, then I'd have to move the camera, but I'm going to put this under both of my feet right now. I'm going to put it under one foot, because I don't want to stretch it too much, because then it will start to break. You can, okay, oh boy. So that's that's another arm curl. So if you're standing up, you can do that, or you can just do one arm. I just have this under one under my right foot. So you can do your arm curls. What other things can you do? I don't know what this is called, but it's where you're, maybe that it's not called anything. There's something where, oh, I just remember one of my favorite ones. Okay, I'm very weak in the shoulders. You lean forward, you type all the time, you type on your computer, your shoulders get weak, your neck gets pulled out, and so what's the thing that they want you to do? And this thing hurts. I'm trying to think of what it is now. Okay, here we go. So you've got to contract this back muscle. You've got to bring that back. And so what I do is I take this thing and all you're doing is you want to bring the elbow back and make sure that you're contracting, kind of rolling the shoulder in the back. Or I guess you could even do, what else could you do? No, that wouldn't work. It's just this. Or if you didn't want to, or if you wanted to, you could wrap this on an anchor, a door anchor, or you could tie it around a doorknob. I'm not in favor of tying things around doorknobs. Doorknobs are not made for that. You don't want to put this between a door because you could tear this thing or you could damage it. So tie it around something sturdy, and just go in there and start doing your pull back. And that's the same thing as I was doing before. What else can you do? Again, that's the tricep stuff and the bicep things. And I'm not doing a lot of things, not a lot of stretches. I like this. So that's the yellow one. I'm going to use all 6 of them now so you can maybe get an idea just by how much effort I'm putting into it, what is really involved. So that's the yellow. Okay, is the monitor going to come back on? No, yeah, okay, so the yellow, and then I said the red. So the red is 3.7 to 5.5. Okay, this is definitely a bigger workout. Let's put this around the back. That feels good. It's a nice workout. And I have a set of dumbbells on the floor next to the TV. I don't really use them that much. I use these things all the time because they are great. And I feel it. Oh boy, it's kind of just like with weights. You feel the burn. You're not going to build massive muscle with this thing, but the whole point is just to exercise. And remember, when you hurt yourself and you go to the physical therapist, this is the first thing they give you because they want you to build and strengthen the weak muscles. And when you get those weights out, you're not really strengthening the weak muscles. You're building some strength and bulk and maybe causing yourself a little bit more trouble than you need. So this is the green one. I said this was 4.6 to 6.7. Oh, now I'm definitely feeling that. You can see I'm not moving that as easy. Let's do the, for something like this, what I like to do is I like to start off low and build up to the harder ones and try to burn the muscle out. And then you burn the muscle out, and then you go from the, starting to lose my breath here. I mean my breath, I'm feeling the tiredness. You go from the higher level ones to the lower until you've completely burned out the muscle, and then you wait a couple days for everything to build up. So, or you can do, I mean, there's just a ton of stuff. You can use this just like weights, pretty much. So I just got this set today. I bought 2 sets of this, so I've used this before. I just got this set today, and we're going to try this out. Like I said, we've got the blue, then the black, then the silver. So let me try the blue. The blue is 5.8 and 8.6. So this is definitely, and they're all the same length. I forget what they are, like 5 feet or something. Okay, that feels good. That's going to build some muscle now, whereas before the other stuff was definitely for rehab. Oh. You can carry these in your car. Don't use them while you're driving. Use them when you are on a lunch break or when you have some spare time, when you're waiting, when you're at the park. When you're sitting around. Everywhere I go, people are on their cell phones. It's so sad. They're all texting and they're in their own little world. Go buy some of these TheraBands and do some exercise. Ooh, my neck is going to be hurting tomorrow. Okay, so that felt really good. The black one, 7.3, 10.2. So I'm going to start to feel this one now. But like I said, I love going back to the yellow because I can crank out on that and go really slow, and I really feel what it's doing. Okay, so let's wrap this thing around. And these aren't dusty. They're not powdered when you get them. They're nice. They're clean. They're good. Okay, now before with the yellow, I was able to go full length and wrap my hands around and put it around my shoulder. Well, this is a tighter, it's the same length, but it's tighter now, so it's not so easy to do that stretching. Oh, does that feel wonderful? Oh, yes. That is nice. So if you used each one of these and you did five in a set, and you went all the way up, and then you, let's do the tricep again. No, the tricep, this is the bicep, I guess, would be, let's see. I don't know what, yeah, this is the tricep. I think this is a pull down or something. And this would be the tricep this way. And this would be the arm curl this way. So if you did 5 in each direction and then go backwards. Let's see, the last one is the silver one. That's the 10.2, and wow, that's a huge jump. The others were like 3 pounds. This is a 5-pounder from 10.2 to 15.3. And again, this is totally different. Resistant bands are completely different than using dead weight. Dead weight, you have to support the weight, and that uses a lot of different muscle fiber to control everything, so you are getting a completely different workout and muscle development. But the average person doesn't want to mess with weights and dumbbells, so you buy a set of these. These are very inexpensive, and believe me, you'll be getting your money's worth. You'll be using this thing all the time. Keep it out and use it all the time. Okay, so this is up. Now, I'm not stretching it to full capacity because you can see, so that's probably about 10 pounds. Now, if I was doing something like this at 200%, that's the 15 pounds. I feel that in my shoulders. I definitely feel that. Let's try the tricep again. Let's try the bicep. I think it was the pull downs. I don't remember. And I'm going to put this under my foot. As they're saying, you can stretch this 200%. I would definitely not consider stretching this thing 200%. I'm going to put one under my foot right now, and it doesn't leave. Remember with the yellow one, I was able to wrap it around. With this one, no. So I'm kind of limited. If you don't have good hand strength, you don't want to be doing something like this unless you can wrap it around. But the neat thing is you can wrap this around your foot, and you can wrap it around your knees. You can put a knot in there, put it around your knees, and just like a TheraBand loop, you could have this wrapped around your knees, and you could be doing this way to do abduction or whatever it is, the abductors or the, I don't remember the other word, to go outward or inward. So I love these things. They are great. TheraBand makes an excellent product. You might be able to find these things cheaper in a different brand. I'm really happy with TheraBand. They've been around for decades, and I trust them. And I'm more than happy to spend my money on a good brand. Maybe other brands are out there that are just as good. Sorry about the coughing. It's dry in here. So that's going to be my review of the TheraBand resistant band set. 3 levels in each box. Comes with instructions. On their website, it shows the difference with the amount of weight, but that doesn't, that really doesn't matter. I think it even says it in the instructions that come with it. All that matters is you buy something like this. And yeah, you can also buy the tubing. I bought some tubing. I'm going to do a review on tubing next. And tubing you can put on a door anchor. These, I bought a door anchor. You can slide these things into a door anchor, pop them in, and you can do things pulling, or you can do your the back shoulder. Oh, is that good? So that's going to be my review of these. I totally recommend buying them. Not just because you are injured or you need rehab. Buy these things because you can use them everywhere you go, and keep them out, keep them on the table, keep them on the bed, keep them on the counter, and use them every night while you're laying around watching TV or doing nothing. You'll be very happy, and you'll get something good out of it. So there we go, TheraBand resistance bands. Remember, thumbs up, subscribe, share this video. Thanks.